Hey everyone, welcome to the Breaking Point YouTube channel. If you're liking the videos, hit that subscribe button. Now let's get to the hunting action.
Well, today is July 13th. We're up here in northern Wisconsin. Today we're on a new piece that we just acquired a couple months ago. We're super excited about this opportunity. It's 474 acres and it's got a lot of really good opportunity here. There's 9 food plots, about 15 gun blinds, but this property hasn't been touched in several years and it needs a lot of work. So the past couple months, we've been working really hard up here getting plots tilled and cut and the stands situated so that they're safe for this fall. Today we've got 5 guys coming and the mission is to get as many blinds as possible safe, and we're going to be doing building new ladders, wrapping every blind, and then doing some roof repair possibly, as well as adding windows in. So it's going to be a lot of work. Today's not going to get too hot, thank God. I think it's a high of mid-70s, so it should be a beautiful day and hopefully we get a lot done. So follow along. It's going to be exciting to show you guys this property and hopefully we'll produce some big bucks for this year. So we'll see you out on the land. Oh boy. Well, first stand that we get to is infested with bees and a big hive of them. So this is going to be interesting. Dad just emptied a whole bottle on them, so hopefully that'll take care of them and we can get to work. But as you can see, this one probably needs a new staircase, new walls, and then the wrap. So we got a decent amount of work to do on this first one. I feel like I'm filming a home improvement show.
Oh, is this the other one? Yep.
If you guys missed that, Mike was just saying that if you use OSB for your siding, within a couple years you're going to be doing this. So you might as well just put house wrap on right away. All right, well, as the guys finish up the house wrap, cutting up the door, I want to show you guys the food plot that we got here. We've got about a half acre that we got planted about 4 days ago. And as you can see, little specks of green are already popping out. So this is the No BS plot by Domain, and this is going to be an awesome little honey hole here. So yeah, no lie, 4 days we planted this. We got a little bit of rain a couple days ago and it's already germinating and doing what it's supposed to do. So we're pretty excited about this one. After this stand, I'm gonna go meet up with Chad. He's working on a couple other plots that we're doing the comeback kid and the hot chicken today. So getting a decent amount done. A little bit of a slow start as it normally is, but it's about, I'd say about 10:30 right now. So we're off to a good start. We'll keep on keeping on. Alright, well, we just got done filming Chad break that plot over by the creek. Now we just made our way up to what we call the gopher plot. This is about 0.6 acres. We got it seeded about a week ago. This plot's a little bit higher land, so doesn't really hold as much moisture. We haven't seen much for germination. I see there's actually a couple sprouts popping up here, down here in this lower section, but we just need a little bit more rain and I think this will start to pop too. The stand that we're currently working on is just right over here. It's actually a blind, but we're putting a new ladder section on it right now. And then eventually, tree right there, it's gonna be an awesome bow stand during the rut. So, got a lot of work to do here. It's about 12:30 now, 1 o'clock. So I think after this ladder section's done, we're going back to camp, get some pizza, refuel, and then we'll keep moving on to the next couple blinds we want to do today. And there's 2 more food plots that we need to put seed in, and then I think that'll be the rest of the day. But we're gonna put out, I think, 5 or 6 trail cameras yet today. Right now we're running, I think, around 10, but it's a big property. There's a lot of land to cover, so the more cams we get, the more intel we're gonna get. And we've already got a couple really nice bucks. One for sure is a shooter, so I'm excited to kind of cover more of the property today and see what's really out here. But we'll show you here what we're working on. The outside still needs a lot of work, but that ladder is not going anywhere. Fertilizer time. All right, we just got done seeding and fertilizing that plot on the Southwest 80. So we just buzzed up past the cabin, dropped off the truck, and came back down. Right now we're in the central part of the property. We've got 0.2 acres here of a food plot. I believe this is a perennial mix, so we should have clover. I believe this is the hot chick. Mike planted this, I want to say, a week ago, and it's already starting to turn green. It looks really good. So I think once we get this fertilizer on top of it, get a little rain, it's gonna pop like crazy. But we got 2 spreaders, so TJ and I are gonna knock this one out really quick, and then we got 1 more turnip plot to do. Then we'll go check in with the guys and see how that blind is coming along that we did before lunch. So time to get to work. Yeah, this green's really popping now. This is our last stop for the food plots today. We're at the, what is this called? The Badger plot?
Badger plot.
Okay, we're at the Badger plot. This is the nicest stand on the property, if you can't tell. I definitely won't be sitting there. That'll be my dad or Mike's stand. But we're at the Badger plot. This is a big sexy plot that was put in probably about a week ago. And look at how this is coming up already. Just absolutely incredible how much tonnage in 1 week. So we are gonna hit it with the 19 fertilizer that's recommended from Domain, and hopefully this plot turns into a deer magnet. We actually have a trail camera right on the edge there, and we've been getting a lot of activity in this plot. It's really close to a marshy bedding area, so we feel really good about this spot, and it's just beautiful views and hopefully really good deer attraction. But TJ's filling up the spreaders. We're gonna get after it. Well, that's going to do it for today's episode. We're back at the cabin finally. It's been about an 11-hour day. So, long day, but a lot done. We got 2 blinds pretty much completely done. New windows installed, house wrap, fixed all the holes, got all the bees out. So, besides that, got a few food plots done, which was awesome. We got the comeback kid planted and the 1 plot, and we got 3 total plots fertilized. So overall, it was a fun day. Went by really fast, but we'll be up here in a couple weeks doing some more work. So it's just going to be a grind here getting the food plots in before the season starts. We got 2 months before opener here in Wisconsin, so a lot to do. But again, thanks for following along and watching the episode. We'll see you in the next one.
You want a site that's built to last, has been proven, has a lifetime warranty, and is made right here in the USA. HHA makes sites for all archers, all skill levels, and for all users. Whether you're flinging arrows in the backyard or going on the trip of a lifetime, trust isn't built overnight. It's built by being #1 for decades. HHA.
Well, it's July 15th. We are down south today, back at Brendan's Gate plot. We sprayed this, it would have been a little over 2 weeks ago, and it's our first time back in here, and we got a really good kill. Besides one little strip down the middle, must have missed. But we're back today. Got a new backpack sprayer, electric 3 nozzle boom. So I'm excited to test that out. We're gonna actually hit this with 2,4-D and glyphosate, just because there are some broadleafs in here. This was actually alfalfa in the past. It just didn't come up as good here, but there is some broadleafs, and then mostly grasses. So plan is we're gonna hit this, get this sprayed, and then we're gonna head over to one of Brendan's other cage blinds and kind of put that together, and then we're gonna head back towards the house and spray my plot and do some mowing. So that's the plan for today. We're gonna get to it. Well, it's about 5 o'clock and we just got finished up for the day. Sprayed Brendan's plot, had some other chores around Brendan's place down south that we had to do, and then we came up here, did some mowing. I had some trails that the landowner let me carve out, especially this one to get back to the plot. It was all overgrown, and last time we were in here we trimmed some of the branches and we just took the brush hog through it. Plot looks great. We got a really good kill on the first spraying. Just hit it again, hit it with some glyphosate and some more 2,4-D, 2,4-Ds, hitting some of the poison ivy in here that Quentin and I got pretty good, so I got my payback. But anyways, we're all done for the day. We'll We're gonna come, hopefully get this planted sometime in August, within the first 2 weeks of August, whenever we got time for it and we get a shot of rain that lines up with it. So until then, I don't see myself coming back here until we plant. So catch you guys later. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're enjoying this week's content on the show. If you haven't already, check out our YouTube membership called the TBP Club. It allows you early access to all of our YouTube videos. It allows you access to our members only live Q&As, which is once a quarter. And it allows full access to our Rut Live grand prize giveaway. If you haven't already, check out the TBP Club.
It's July 17th here today. Me and Jaden are heading out to do some work on my permission farm today. We got some mowing to do, and then we're prepping one last plot. So we're gonna mow it down good, spray it good, and then going back home here for a week to visit family. And when we get back, we'll be ready to plant this plot here. But it's kind of our wetter of all the plots that we're putting in, so we've kind of had to wait for it to dry out. Finally had a week where we haven't had rain every other day, so gonna get in here and get some work done today. We just got done mowing all the trails out here on the farm, and we sprayed the bottom plot, which had some issues with the sprayer about halfway, 2/3 of the way through. My center nozzle on that sprayer, it's just a plastic piece, it cracked. So I wasn't getting any boom out of my sides. I had a little bit going in the center, so I just kind of did a bunch of passes through, and I think I got it covered good enough. But time will tell, I guess. We'll be down in that plot here as long as we don't get a ton of rain, which they are calling a ton of rain here next week. I'm hoping to get that one planted here in probably 2 weeks. So we're at the plot that we planted last week. Just wanted to do a little bit of an update on that. So we put illicit in this plot, and we put hot chicken here, and I also mixed in some soybeans. My plan with that was I want the illicit and the soybeans in here mainly for the fall. The hot chick will come up too, and the clover, but then next year I will frost seed this with more clover, and this whole stretch here will be pretty much a clover plot. It's only about, I don't even know if it's 2/10 of an acre. It's not very big. It's 7,500 yards long, probably 10 to 15 yards wide in most areas, but it's coming up really good. We timed it perfect. We planted it. We actually had a little bit of rain before we planted it, so the soil was already pretty moist, but we were able to get in here with the disc, work it up, and then we got rain like an hour after we planted it. Pretty hard rain, like 2.5 inches of rain. So this is 5 days since we planted it, and it's just germinated like crazy. I can see the illicit coming up, I can see some soybeans coming up, and then I think some of this other stuff in here might be the kale coming up. I don't think any of the clover's coming up yet, but I might be wrong. Tough to tell. But this plot's looking phenomenal. Very excited for it. We are supposed to get some more rain next week, so that should definitely help get it going. We'll probably come back in here once these leaves start growing a little bit more, and we'll throw some liquid courage on this here and try and give it a little bit of a boost also. But yeah, plots, I can't ask for better plots this year. They've been turning out phenomenal. We're gonna go down in the bottom plot, which we planted, I want to say it was like 2.5 weeks ago, and just go check that one out, see what it looks like. On my trail cameras, it looks like it's coming up really well, but I just want to walk across there and double check it. All right, we're out here in the plot we call the poison ivy plot. We planted this, I want to say 2 weeks ago. And in this particular plot, we put in illicit and we put in dirty bird. And the dirty bird has a mix of sorghum, millet, soybeans, and sunflower. I think that's everything in there. I might be missing one. The main reason I put that in here is because last year I put it in our big plot over there, and it worked really well as a cover crop with my big sexy I put in. It just helped kind of shade out and hold some more moisture in the soil. And this plot last year we did not do that, and we planted this in August and we didn't get much rain, and it just pretty much got burned out. And actually the illicit I got in here is pretty much already the same height as what the big sexy I planted in here last year was. So pretty excited to see that. But we haven't had rain now in probably a week. So it's kind of starting to dry out, so we could definitely use a little bit more, but it's off to a really good start here on this plot. I think this will be a very good spot here come rut.